Should Gnan be understood or put into action? Part-03.
Jai Satchidanand. We will take some questions for further understanding. Siddharth Bhatt, Rahul Bhatt, one Bhatt after another.
Deepakbhai, a while back, I was watching a morning satsang by Niruma. In that, Dimplebhai asks her a question. She takes some time before responding, so Rupeshbhai asks, "Was Dada Bhagwan very busy?" Niruma replied after a short while, "No, Dada Bhagwan was observing whether Niruma would respond with her own words or with Dada's words." Now when we listen to Deepakbhai, it seems that you must be making Dada do overtime or double time.
No, Dada is making me do double time. Actually, if you observe, then my work is very relaxed. 2 hours of satsang is nothing in a period of 24 hours. 2 hours in the evening and 2 in the morning. Other than Shibirs, it is only 2 hours. Then I am free all day. So Dada is giving Mahatmas time to digest the satsang. Otherwise there would be an overdose. So it is fine for me. Everything is working well with Dada's grace.
You have to travel every 2 or 3 days. You have to stay in different places, eat in different places. It is such an amazing work for Dada with the support of the one with the black hat.
If I was the one traveling, then I would feel miserable. And the other thing is, these salesmen,
Yes,
they say, in this society, we did good business in this society. We sold our goods on all 12 floors. He might have climbed up 12 floors. He says, these buildings are tall, but our stock is selling well. We got a lot of orders this time. So does the salesman get tired after climbing up the stairs? Or is he pleased if more stock is sold? Then he goes to another society, then another. He says, it was only 3 miles away. But at the other society, you travel daily, don't you get tired at all? He says, our stock is selling well. So our field stock of karma is also being used up very well. Everyone's field stock of karma is certainly being used up.
yes. And it is very beneficial to all of us, so that is correct.
For us, here, actually the ego gets very tired. If you have a guest at your home and she is not helping out, then you keep watching her and getting tired. You feel she isn't doing anything, just watching TV. I have to do everything all day. I have to kill myself working this much and she isn't doing anything. You keep watching and getting tired, watching and getting tired. Otherwise, daily you sing songs while doing all the household work. So instead of 6 people, if there are 7, would you become more tired? The mind shows, the intellect shows, she isn't doing anything, I have to do it. So I have to do it, I am doing so much. So then you start feeling tired. You're not the doer. And this machinery bends down and keeps cleaning, dusting and mopping without getting tired at all. When the ego feels, I did it, that is when you can understand that it will feel tired.
So we Mahatmas are giving you our energy for 1 year. For this year's Guru Purnima till next year's Guru Purnima, however much.
Yes, let's pray to Dada Bhagwan to give Mahatmas lots of energy.
No, give to you. Give our energies to you.
Dada has tremendous energy. May Mahatmas get that energy, and they are getting it. They are getting plenty. We should divert the energy towards creativity and positivity. We shouldn't use it for negativity and destructiveness. Okay, why is it that we are talking?
I want to ask a question about the storms that form in the mind when today's knowledge and the knowledge of the past come together. Agnan or relative knowledge cannot arise without faith, and faith is the cause, and Gnan or real knowledge is the result. Further, I also read that there is no end to Gnan, but there is an end to relative knowledge. What does Dada mean to say by that?
It is like this. You need to understand it with reference. Faith is a cause and knowledge is a result. But here, there are two parts in that, as we discussed. Let us take the example of a laborer and a bricklayer. A laborer, the bricklayer employs 5 laborers to work for him. Do you understand what a bricklayer is?
Yes.
One who uses mortar and bricks to make a wall. He employs laborers to do that. The laborers carry large bowls of sand. They dump the sand, mix in water and cement to make mortar. Then they lay the mortar and place the bricks. What does the laborer observe? This bricklayer makes 300 rupees a day and I only make 50 rupees, so that is a better job to have. So here he feels miserable working as a laborer or a bricklayer.
Yes.
But he has knowledge. An ordinary person won't do. The bricklayer will say, I only want these 3 laborers. These people won't do. They are new. They won't know anything. So laborers also have knowledge of how to fill mortar in the large bowls, how to pass that on. There is a skill to all of that. The laborer has that knowledge. We know that the bricklayer's knowledge is greater than the laborer's knowledge. But the laborer doesn't know that. The laborer has the knowledge of how to make the mortar, how much cement to add, how much water to add, how to mix it, and how to fill the large bowl and pass it to the bricklayer. That is the limit of his knowledge. Now with that knowledge, he got the job of a laborer. There are others who can't even get the job of a laborer. He knows, I have this knowledge, so I got this work. Now he feels, I'm getting 50 rupees and the bricklayer is getting 300 rupees. So that job is good. So every day he keeps observing and his belief keeps changing that is worth doing. As a laborer, I barely get 50 rupees. He is here all day and so am I, but he gets so much more and he has a relaxed job. I have to do physical work. So his belief changes because he experiences suffering here. Now that person who isn't working as a laborer but wants to, feels, if I could get that job, it would be very good. Because he has no work, the poor guy has to beg. So he is putting faith in this knowledge that this job is good. And this laborer is putting faith in that job of a bricklayer. The knowledge that he has is from the past life. What is his faith today? It has changed. That it is worth becoming a bricklayer. And what is he doing at present? He says, I am a laborer. And this beggar, he isn't doing any work. Hey, come here and pick up this large bowl. Learn something. So the beggar will try and learn that new knowledge. This laborer already has that knowledge, but he watches the bricklayer. How does he do his work? It is worth doing that. So his actions, his current actions reflect his past knowledge. Now today he has put faith in something new, that it is worth becoming a bricklayer. Why? Because there is true happiness in that, there is more money, it will be enjoyable. He felt there was happiness in it, therefore he put faith in it. So in this life, his belief of happiness and faith set in. Then in the next life, in his youth, due to his faith, circumstances come together. He is born to a bricklayer. Then someone says, hey, what are you doing? Nothing, sir. Come learn. Then within 15 days, he learns how to lay bricks. Why is that? Due to the faith from his last life, he gets knowledge in this life that this is how the work should be done. Then within a year or so, he starts working as a bricklayer. So the whole process is like this. There's last life's knowledge. Then based on last life's faith, there is today's knowledge and then today's actions. Today's knowledge and actions lead to a new faith that is good. So then in the next life, he will receive that knowledge and those actions will arise. And if we ask the bricklayer, he will say, rather than a bricklayer, a contractor's job is very good. He can employ 5 bricklayers like me, 50 laborers, and earn 5,000. And I am only earning 300 daily. So what belief changed? Now this laborer who has become a bricklayer, his belief will not change for 1 or 2 lifetimes. For 2 to 3 lifetimes, he will feel that this is best. He will develop further in that and become a highly skilled laborer. Then he will get tired and fed up of that, thinking compared to this, that is better. So in the next life, he believed there to be happiness in that, so he put his faith in that. So in the next life, he will be born in the vicinity of a contractor and then become a contractor. Based on his belief and knowledge, his future births keep changing. Now you are saying that faith is the cause. So his faith is that it is worth becoming a bricklayer. That faith is in the form of a cause. Then the effect is that in the next life, from a young age, he will acquire that knowledge. So knowledge is the result. The result is such that if this type of faith sets in, then he will acquire this type of knowledge. And by this type of knowledge and this type of faith, this type of action will start. Do you understand?
Yes.
So what has happened to us? We have put faith in, I am pure soul, I am not Siddhartha. Now Siddhartha's speech, thoughts and actions as a husband, an engineer or a doctor, a father or a son, all the knowledge of the past life is discharging. And what is your faith in? That you want to clear the files with your children, your wife, your parents at the office. I am pure soul, now I want nothing but moksha. Today's faith has changed. Now that this faith has changed, the rule is such that based on the faith, gradually the knowledge changes, then the actions change. So in one life there will be a complete change for us. We are experiencing the effect of the last life today. Today's Siddhartha Bhai is based on the belief of the last life. The next life will be according to today's belief.
So, is this what Dada is saying? That you become an idol of faith.
That is different. What is an idol of faith? The faith that has set in for you. What does Dada say? My actions and faith have become one. I am pure soul is in my faith, in my experience and in my actions. How does it mean to be pure soul in actions? That he is pure soul in his belief, in his experience and in his conduct. So how is that? Here there is absolute detachment in him. What is the conduct of the ego like? It has deluded vision, deluded knowledge and deluded conduct. Just like how after marriage one feels, I am a son-in-law. First, the faith sets in that I am a son-in-law. Then, in what way am I a son-in-law? I should get my way. My father-in-law should obey me. My mother-in-law should do as I say. They should treat me with respect when I visit them. So that is the knowledge he has of being a son-in-law. Then there are his actions. So when he visits his in-laws, he prevails as a son-in-law. And if he isn't respected enough, he will throw a tantrum. The mother-in-law will say, look after him, he is very sensitive. Otherwise, he'll trouble our daughter when they go home. The son-in-law will say to his wife, tell your father, he doesn't know us, he doesn't look after us. How can they feed us such food? So that prevalence as a son-in-law is called conduct, deluded conduct. Now we are pure soul. That has come into our belief. His conduct may be that of a son-in-law, but his internal belief has changed. His conduct is as a son-in-law and his understanding has changed. I am pure soul. His need for respect as a son-in-law is a file, but it will still come out in his actions. And then he will repent internally. So his faith has changed. And now his knowledge will change. Why can't he follow the 5 agnas? Because he has come with a large filled stock of relative knowledge. Now gradually that will be wiped away. In satsang, faith keeps setting in that this is the true knowledge. Look how he is able to remain so liberated. All day he remains liberated. That's how it should be. I tried to prevail as a son-in-law, but my mother-in-law, father-in-law and wife were hurt. They don't say anything, but they don't show much affection for me. They are unwillingly doing it for me. What I am doing is indeed wrong. That is correct. His faith keeps changing. As it continues changing, the rest also starts to change. The main thing is that the faith changes first, then the knowledge changes, then the actions change. Actions are in 2 parts. First charitra and then vartan. Charitra is internal and vartan is external. The external actions are of the mind, speech and body, and the internal actions are of the developing I. That is called his charitra. The in-laws say, no, he no longer interferes. There's been a change in the son-in-law. Over the last 2 years, since he took this Gnan, the poor guy has changed. They refer to him as a poor, pitiful person.
Then there is another question. Dada says, first the mind becomes pure, then the speech becomes pure, and then purity arises in the actions. The actions are not important. You should keep the mind pure. The mind becomes pure when the speech becomes pure.
No, it's not like that. Purity of intent results in purity of the mind. What is the mind? Now, let me explain about the mind. You've understood about actions, right?
Yes.
That the belief changes, then it comes into action. With the mind, it's like in the past life, let's take an example. There's a college student. He's a Brahmin, member of the priestly class of India. He's a good boy who doesn't eat non-veg food. He comes across a bad company of friends who say, let's eat biryani, a mixed rice dish. So they serve him non-veg food. But he doesn't eat and says, I'm a Brahmin. I won't touch that. They say, you're so weak and feeble. Eat this. You should eat eggs daily. Just look at our bodies. You're as thin as a string. So the poor chap feels, it would have been good if I had eaten it. These people are strong and I'm weak. So his belief changes, his faith changes that I should eat this, but he doesn't eat it. They say, eat, we have ordered this plate for you. He says, no. He shakes because he doesn't want to eat it. It would have been okay if I had eaten it. That belief changed. So in the next life, he will eat non-veg food. So what has happened due to the change in belief? His opinion has formed that it is fine. So a tuber is formed in the mind. Then in the next life, a thought will arise. If it's a small tuber, then it will come as a thought, but won't come into action. If it's a large tuber, then it will come in his thoughts and speech, but not in his actions. And if it's an even larger tuber, then it will come in his thoughts, speech, and he'll eat it. And if it's an even larger tuber, then he'll eat non-veg food all his life. It depends on the tuber. The tuber was formed in the last life due to bad company. So his faith was set in the knowledge that it's fine to eat it, it'll improve my health. So the tuber was formed, but it was very small. So in the next life, say he is born as a Brahmin again, the thought will arise, it's okay, I should eat it. But he feels scared and doesn't eat because the tuber only has 3 layers or 50 layers. It came out in his speech but not in his actions. In his actions, he'll say, I ate it 2 times in my life. That means it has come into his actions. So the tuber, opinions were given. Why were opinions given? Because his faith was set that these people are happy, they are healthy. That's how it should be. So in this way, the relative self has nothing but knowledge and beliefs. No hands, legs, brain or intellect. The relative self has knowledge and beliefs. And that knowledge and beliefs give rise to actions in the non-self complex in the form of a result. So if we want to change the action, we should change the belief, change the opinion, and then that result will follow. It's like when you look in the mirror and see that your hair is standing up. Then without touching the mirror, you make a change here. Then the same change happens there. In that way, actions are a result of knowledge and beliefs, or faith and knowledge. Beliefs multiplied by knowledge results in actions. If the faith and knowledge are not aligned, then the actions will not follow suit. So for us, the difference is here. Now, there are 2 parts. There is faith, knowledge and actions. Before his faith is set, he receives external knowledge. If I exercise, my health will improve. But he feels, no, I can't do exercise. Then he sees that others are improving their health by exercising. So his faith sets in. He feels that there is happiness in it. This is good, I should do it. So first he gets this external knowledge on which his faith becomes set. After that, he has experiences, and those experiences are called knowledge. So first he got gross knowledge from a book or by seeing or hearing something. Then his faith became set. Then he got experience. I exercised this time, it felt good. Now I don't have pain in my legs. It's an improvement. So he got experience. As he got experience, belief multiplied by knowledge results in action. Then he will start exercising regularly. So the action, why aren't you exercising? Give him understanding how this is beneficial. give him so much understanding that his belief changes, then he will get experience, then it will come into action. Then you won't have to ask him daily, are you exercising or not? So all of this is a science that he gets knowledge from books or from society, then faith becomes set, then he gets experience, then he comes into action. There are 4 steps here: belief, knowledge, charitra. The word charitra refers to the internal actions. Then there is vartan, external actions. If there is deluded conduct, then it will come into external action. And if there is right conduct as the self, then there is absolute detachment. It's an internal result, not visible externally.
In the Charan Vidhi, we say to Dada, may my knowledge, vision, conduct and bliss be like yours. And we also say that Dada does internal penance, but we say bliss because Dada does not have to do penance. So that internal penance, is that actually our bliss?
No, each person's internal penance is different. The result of vision and knowledge is that one experiences bliss. The result of seeing and knowing is bliss. What is the result of being the knower-seer? Bliss. That is what we are asking for. Your pure knowledge, pure vision, pure conduct, and pure bliss. That's the result we want. It's a result. Penance is different for each person according to karma, and bliss is the same for everyone. When the knowledge and vision become pure, when it becomes absolute knowledge and absolute vision, then the result is the form of absolute light, infinite absolute bliss.
Till now, I understood that we say Dada's bliss. Otherwise, we would normally say penance in place of that, right?
No, penance is different and this bliss is different. It is like this. Penance means to not become engrossed in pleasant or unpleasant effects. And the result of penance is that bliss arises. What is the state of our Mahatmas? First, the understanding has changed. Faith has become set that I am not Siddharth, I am pure soul. Now if people say, Siddharth has spoiled it, he asked long questions and wasted time. Now if such an accusation comes,
I would sit down.
So he would react. Who said that? You are asking useless questions and I am asking good questions. So why are you belittling me for taking some time? That would arise in you.
It arose again.
Then the Gnan would arise internally. He's talking about Siddharth, I am pure soul. So first, that belief that I am pure soul, it wasn't in action. It wasn't in knowledge either. In knowledge it was, I am Siddharth and I am asking good questions. That knowledge was wounded. It was relative knowledge from which the ego arose, and that was wounded. So penance starts. Siddharth, clear it with equanimity. It's not his fault. It's your karmic account. You should ask short questions. People think they are too long. They are upset. Ask for forgiveness. So when he does pratikraman internally, that is penance. So it hasn't come into knowledge yet. The faith has changed that. I am pure soul. People have raised an objection to Siddharth's actions. So they have raised an objection to his speech. At that time, the ego is the owner of that speech. He gets agitated. And the ego has arisen from ignorance. The ignorance that I am Siddharth. He had that faith and then that knowledge arose. So the action was in the form of Siddharth. Now what has happened for you? You became separate from that ignorance. You don't become engrossed thinking, this is wrong, I shouldn't prevail as Siddharth. I should prevail as pure soul. I am pure soul. As Siddharth, I have made this mistake. I ask for forgiveness for hurting anyone. So what have you done? You have maintained Jagriti or awakened awareness. So you have conviction, also called belief. You maintained Jagriti and you did pratikman. So one layer of the ego will break and experience will arise in you. I feel very peaceful. There was some botheration initially, but steadiness remained, and afterwards Mahatmas didn't have negativity for me. It was fine. So when that steadiness arose internally, as a result of that Jagriti, experience arose. And due to that experience, you stopped prevailing as Siddharth and your prevalence as the self increased. So for our Mahatmas, this belief, knowledge and conduct, after the belief changes, then there is penance. When does penance arise? When an accusation comes and there is agitation inside, at that time keep separation and clear it with equanimity. That is penance. The result of penance is knowledge. That is, experience arises. And the result of experience is conduct. Conduct means that if an accusation comes again, there will be steadiness. Siddharth, a problem has arisen. Deal with it. That's all. But there is no internal suffering. Why? Because the self has now come into conduct. So for us, this is where penance lies. For us, hundreds of thousands of layers may remain, and Dada may have only a few left. That means the self is prevailing fully in his experience. And the result of that is knowledge, experience, conduct. Out of complete conduct, he prevails at 356 degrees. What is the result of that? The result of knowledge and vision is bliss. The result of being the knower-seer is bliss, absolute detachment, bliss. So his bliss, happiness, actually his penance would have mostly finished.
Jai Satchidanand.
Rahul Bhatt, Sudhir. We spoke in detail about these matters, not because it was Siddharth Bhai's questions, but because these are missing links in this science. This science is so huge that if we can grasp the established principle, like 2H plus O is water, then wherever we go in the world, we would know how to make water. That is how behind Dada's science, there is an established principle. There are thoughts, speech and actions. Behind those are opinions. Behind those are beliefs. Behind those is Jagruti. If you can learn how to set this internally, if the Jagruti can be set here, then no matter how bad the conduct of file 1 is, there will be no internal suffering. You know that the relative knowledge of the past has brought about this action. Now, the new faith, don't let the new faith become spoiled. And if you don't let the faith become spoiled, if the conviction remains pure, then your next life will be improved and you will attain moksha. Maintain the correct conviction. Make the conviction strong and don't let the faith become spoiled. That itself is the essence of the whole science. The belief that has set in for you, your vision has become pure. Now don't let any confusion arise in that. Remain alert in that. I overate. Then set the iterate, not me, I am separate. That I am always separate from the speech, thoughts and actions. Set that over and remain alert. The filled stock of karma may be rotten because it was filled due to ignorance, so it will certainly be rotten. It won't be good. So however it is coming out. But don't let your internal belief spoil. And if it does spoil, do penance. The intellect is still interfering, but not me. Use your veto power and say, I am only pure soul. By continuously doing that, the separation between the real and the relative will increase, the experience will increase, and the clear and distinct experience as the self will be attained through this very spiritual effort, by prevailing as per the conviction, by not allowing it to change.